Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Stripe here, and I've been getting a few questions recently asking how do I make my thumbnails, how do you make thumbnails in general, blah 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 blah. So in this video I'm going to actually show you. First of all, I use Photoshop. That is what most people use. That is what I recommend to you. So we're just going to open it right here. Yeah, this is a thumbnail I made, but you want to go to File, New, and then this should pop up. You want 1280 by 720, you want white. Make these, just have these settings that I have right here, and then just click OK. And then I'm actually going to drag a screenshot over that I have. You can either get your own screenshot, get one from Google, just do whatever, like it's really not that hard. We're just going to resize it real quick. This is what you should have right now. Okay, and then we want a picture of us, so I'm actually going to drag that in as well. This is a picture of me throwing my controller. And if you don't know how to drag a picture, and you can just go to File, Place, and then you can just place it right here. It's not that hard. I usually just drag it in. It's usually just faster. We don't want this big, so we're going to click Control T, and we are going to resize it. I would recommend holding Shift while you resize it. Alright, so we're just going to resize it, and about here, this does look a little bit too wide, so we're going to shorten it up a little bit, so maybe a little bit like that. So yeah, that's what we have right now. We're going to click right here, that way we can move it around. I'm going to just click Control T again, because I still don't like the way it kind of looks. Make this like that. Maybe make this a little short. Like, you can just kind of do what you want, you know, you can mess around with certain things. We are going to want to add a drop shadow to this. You're going to come over here to the picture and double click. It'll take you to this. You want to go to drop shadow and turn the opacity to 100, and I'm probably going to use 25 on the size and then 25 on the spread. I usually don't mess with the distance. I usually just mess with the spread and the size. And then we are going to go to stroke, and we are going to change the color to white. This will give us the white outline. We're going to click OK. I'm going to make it 5. That way it's just a little bigger, and then you're going to click OK. You can do certain other things to that if you want to add a gradient overlay, do other things. Alright, so now I'll show you how to file place. Just go to File and Place, and then we're going to want to add like a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 thing like this. Click the check mark and make sure you rasterize it, because when you edit things it just makes you do that. I'm not really sure why. Alright, so we already have the color white, but if you don't, just click on this and drag it to white. Click OK, then come to this paint bucket, because we are going to want to make this white. There's honestly probably a better way to do this, faster way, I don't know. This is just how I do it, doesn't really bother me. So after you've made it all white, you're going to want to double click on it over here as we did previously and come to drop shadow. We want the drop shadow a little bigger, so we're probably going to make it 35 this time. Just 35 on the distance, 35 on the spread, and then we want a gradient overlay. And see, we do not want that, so you're going to click right here. We are going to want to use this one, except I actually want the darker side on the top, so we're going to just click OK right there, and we're going to put it on reverse. That way the dark side is on top, and then you're going to click back on this. We're going to move this white slider down. You can adjust this however you want. I'm probably going to put it right there, and then just bring the opacity down a little bit so that it ends up looking like that. Click OK, and then you're going to want to press Control T again. Just hold Shift, and then you can just resize it however you like. You can, you can put it down here. You can just put it wherever you like. Put it right here, make it a little bigger, and then click the check mark. And that's kind of how it looks right now with the drop shadow and then the gradient overlay. Now you're going to want some text in your thumbnails. Just come over here to the text thing. I use the Longshot font. That's just what I use. It's what a lot of people use. And you're just going to click right here. We're just going to use Trickshot as an example. So Trickshot, yeah, but this does not look good, just kind of plain. So you're just going to come over here, click on drop shadow, bring the opacity to 100 again. The size, we are going to want to use 35, and the spread 35. And again, that kind of gives it that cool kind of black look. And again, we're going to want to add a gradient overlay to this as well. We're actually going to use, you can use this, I use this a lot of the time, that stands out, that's a pretty good one, but we do not want to use that for this example. We want to click on this one again. This is the same one that we used on here, except we are not going to reverse it. We are just going to move this slider down. That's pretty good. And then we are going to move the opacity down as well. Something around there is pretty good. And then you're just going to want to click OK, and then Control T. And then when you click Control T, you can move it. You can angle it. You can resize it. You can do a bunch of different things. You can move it right there. Click the check. You can just move it around however you want, however you'd like. and just do different things with it. This is a very standard thumbnail, very basic. This is not complicated at all. I know how to make other complicated thumbnails if you guys would like me to. If I didn't explain anything very well, which I probably did not, this is honestly probably like my first tutorial video. Just ask me a question in the comments. I will be sure to get back to you, and I will definitely probably make a part 2 to this explaining like more complicated thumbnails, etc. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just leave it down in the comments below, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.